Okay. Now work, you son of a bitch. Play Elden Ring? Maybe. It's a possibility. I think we're good. It's not going to be as nice as when we play it like 4K and all that shit. But it'll still be dope. And it'll look worse for me than it'll look for you guys because I'm playing on a 4K monitor. So like when you're playing things not in 4K on a 4K monitor, you can really tell. Come on, you son of a bitch. Let's go. Now I wonder if once I save here, if it'll let me like turn on all the good stuff, but I'm not gonna bother with it. Want to read top secret developer tips? Nah. What do I want to do now? Let's do goal mode. Yo, we are at a level 2? Nice! Oh, we got like 10 seconds left on level 2. But thank you guys so much for the level 2. Remember, today is the last day to hit that sub goal for that reward, by the way. No extensions. Hey, what's up, Kimberly? How you doing? How many goals should we do today? Oh, you were playing Elden Ring. I got you. Oh, you're talking about the dudes in the fucking DLC. Yeah. Could go with, let's just do 15. If we need to add more, we'll add more. What's the jam today? Today we're doing randomized Tears of the Kingdom. Get 2 steering sticks, 1 marbled Goma. Oh, I gotta go defeat marbled Goma in the depths. Ah, shit. Which means I have to beat the fire temple and then go find a Goma in the depths. Fuck. You got a headshot of Treasure Octorok. Okay. I gotta get the travel. I have to complete presenting the travel medallion, which means we have to get all the towers. Oats to some shrine. Take a photo of a blue boss Boko. Activate the Poplar Foothills. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get all of them, so it doesn't matter. Obtain the Trousers of the Sky. Activate Magoo. And get a Star Fragment. Get 3 Opal. Examine the tier Zelda and Sonia. Okay. Get the Judicakar Light Root. Go to Orokium Shrine. Okay. Defeat 3 blue boss Bokos. Okay, so I gotta get a picture of one, but defeat 3. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Did you know there's going to be an Expedition 33 movie? Is there really? All right. Did I get any luck securing a pre-order for a Switch 2? No, but somebody in the community said they managed to get one and they were willing to help me out, so I'm talking to them about that. Yeah, what's up, Naruto? How you doing? Mods? Yeah, we're doing the Waikutera randomizer. So we're doing a goals randomizer run. So we have 15 goals and we can't beat the game until we do our goals. I'm so tempted to see if I can get this to fucking work with the graphical enhancements on again. So it's my mouse that does that. Huh. I might try that because, like, I like it when it's running. It's so much nicer when it's running 60 frames. But I mean, she's not running too bad. Could be worse. All right, what are we gonna get from the first chest? Something good, hopefully. Could have been worse. So this game randomizes everything. It also has random events that are going to happen all the time. Like, basically after I take so many steps or do so many things, it's going to be like, hey, you know what? Gleeoks can just spawn everywhere. And you're just like, what? And then next thing you know, everywhere you look, there's just going to be Gleeoks flying around. And when they see you, they're going to fucking zone in on you. And it's hilarious. Or Lionels could spawn everywhere. Or the floor is lava, and suddenly it's like you're inside of Death Mountain, and everything's burning you. Randomized everything. So, like, you'll see normal enemies, and you'll see, like normal, like, non-enemy mobs, like, you know, birds and all that other shit. But then there's just gonna be all sorts of crazy events that happen. Constantly. Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's the same randomizer. If any of you have seen like the crazy Breath of the Wild randomizer shit, it's the same randomizer, the guy that made the randomizer for Breath of the Wild that was really big a couple years, a few years back with like Point Crow and Doug and all those fucking guys. Yeah, Waikutero does good shit. And they have a free version of the randomizer, which is the one I'm playing, and then like you can pay them on their Patreon to get earlier access, but you're getting experimental access anyways, so it's like, you're paying extra to, be the test dummy because you don't want to wait. I should probably grab... Oh, it just randomly gave me $3. Hell yeah. Fuck out of here. Alright, give me something cool. Ooh. Fuck yeah. I'll take that. I don't have any arrows. Why am I doing that? And I don't need that anymore because we got a sword now. Alright, anything over here? No containers, right? No. Yeah, no. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Alright, give me something cool. Waikutero is was the goat of Zelda mods, low-key. I don't know what other mods he does. I know, like, his randomizers are fucking S-tier. I've actually, doing a lot of Zelda mods has gotten me in with a lot of people in the modding community, both in Breath of the Wild and Tears, was really cool. Like, I got to know and meet, well, not like personally meet, but like I had the mod devs from Relics of the Past coming around here when I was doing that playthrough of Breath. The challenge mode mod devs have come around a couple times for when I do challenge mode and stuff like that. It's really cool. Yeah, gimme. Randomizer? Yes. Did I beat Depths of the Kingdom? Pretty much. We did all the stuff that I wanted to do in Depths of the Kingdom, aside from going and beating Ganondorf again, which we'd already done a million times. But I did all the stuff I wanted to do in Depths of the Kingdom. The only problem was I don't know what was going on, but I was starting to get some significant crashing, especially when I was trying to deal with the boss enemies on challenge mode. Ooh, we got Ultra Hand early? Let's go. That's useful. And so I ended up I've already beaten challenge mode completely, so there wasn't anything in challenge mode that I wasn't going to already have done. And then I did everything in the depths that I wanted to do. I went and I fought all the different enemies, and I went to the different areas, and I got all the different weapons and shit. So I was like, And like when it crashed out, I was like, okay, all I literally have left to do is just go and fight fucking Mercerdorf again, which I've beaten Mercerdorf so many times. I was like, it's fine. Yeah. There's just too many fucking, yo, and Advance Forward, thank you for the follow. Have I played Dark Souls 2 before? Oh, I've played every Dark Souls game. I've played Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I've played Demon Souls, Sekiro, Bloodborne, obviously Elden Ring. All the DLCs. Not my Phrenic Bow! How could you? The randomizer giveth and the randomizer also taketh, by the way. It'll randomly give me stuff sometimes. And then it'll randomly take my shit. Which that shit's really annoying. Also, I can't use the gotchas. Because the gotchas are also randomized, and when you use too many when you do too many gotcha grabs, it tends to like freak the fucking game out. So we avoid the gotchas, which makes the playthrough kind of tricky as well, because I can't go hit the gotchas for like, you know, things like rockets and stuff like that. So I'm really reliant on the randomizer to give me all that shit. Huh? I know so much about the canon. What's the difference between Ganon and Ganondorf? Ganondorf is the man. Ganon is the demon that the man turns into using the power of the Triforce of Power. Ganondorf Dragmire is the Gerudo that becomes Ganon. So basically what happens is, in Breath of the Wild, oh my god, in Ocarina of Time, if you say enough Zelda games, you'll say the correct Zelda game eventually. In Ocarina of Time, what had happened was, when Ganondorf transformed into Ganon, you have the silly timeline split, right? So you have, and it's kind of interesting because it kind of explains why things go down the way they do. What the fuck? Why things go down the way they do in the different timelines, right? So like in the failed hero timeline, for example, that Ganon wins. He defeats Link, kills Link, and then just like they say in A Link to the Past, he then goes into the Sacred Realm, getting the other pieces of the Triforce. The sages then, in a last-ditch effort, seal him in the Sacred Realm, and, you know, basically like, oh, okay, you know, he out of sight, out of mind kind of shit, and then he eventually converts the Sacred Realm into the Dark World that we know from Link to the Past. He sheds his human form because of that, and he's just Ganon at that point. He's no longer Ganondorf Dragmire. He's just Ganon in that timeline because he has fully succumbed to his demonic form. In the the adult timeline, I should say, which is the Wind Waker timeline, the real interesting thing we find in that timeline is that Ganondorf can't take a demonic form, because in that, he was defeated in that one, right? He was defeated in the adult timeline and sealed away. And then Zelda sends Link back in time to be the kid, and then we have the child timeline. But in that timeline, then, he was sealed away after being defeated, and he can no longer take his demonic form. Which is why he uses, like, the puppet and all that other shit. And then finally, in the child timeline, that Ganondorf never made it never got the Triforce of Power, because Link went back in time, and then he totally narked on him to Zelda. Like, in that last scene at the end of Ocarina of Time, right? At the very end of Ocarina of Time, when we see Child Link walk into that room where Zelda's hiding looking at Ganondorf, and it kind of freeze frames, that's when Link goes, he did it! And then they go, oh shit, tell her dad, and then he listens. And they lock his ass up. Then they try to execute him with the Seven Sages sword, like we see in Twilight Princess. And then there's what happens in that instance is what's called the Divine Prank. And when, right as he was dying, because they stabbed him right through the chest with that fucking sword, the Triforce of Power went to him, because he is the truest embodiment of power in the world. And so it's naturally attracted to him. And so it went to him and saved him. And then he killed the Sage of Water. And then they opened up the Mirror of Twilight and locked him in, and then we have Twilight Princess, which is why that Ganon's able to take a boar form, but it's different too. It's not the same form that we see in Ocarina of Time because it's different. It's the same Ganondorf, but different because of, you know, the events of Ocarina of Time. Thank you. So the long and short of it, that's basically the differences. They're all the same person that has gone through different events to have different outcomes, but it's all the same person. It's always been the same Ganondorf. It's always been the same dude from Ocarina of Time in all three timelines. Technically, even in this timeline, too, even though they kind of changed... Like, the one thing I don't like about this timeline is they just have it be another branch off of Ocarina of Time, but the tiers in this game show that they've rewritten how Ocarina of Time actually is. So, like... It's kind of a bullshit, explanation that they give. You love Zelda lore? Yeah, thank you. So when you tried this trick really helped me. Don't die. I hope that helps. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll definitely die a few times in this, especially if we get like a Gleeoxer spawning everywhere kind of bullshit scenario. Because then it's like you're just running around and they might just snipe you from the skies. But no, we dog walk everything in this game. I've done challenge runs of this game. Breath, all sorts of shit. 43 more subs on YouTube? Hell yeah. You're currently playing Relics? It's so hard but fun. Relics is awesome. The Relics Master Sword Trials in Master Mode was rough.
Why not visit the shrines on this island?
Am I going to stream the new Elden Ring? When am I going to stream the new Elden Ring? I mean, it's not out yet.
The shrines.
Night Rain doesn't come out till the 29th. We'll be playing it when it comes out for sure. 110%. How you doing, Diana? It's the glowing potatoes. Okay. Let's go get a bow. Ha! Ha! And a bunch of arrows. Which we already got 10 arrows too, which is nice. Oh, did we got a free stamina upgrade already? Hell yeah. I love when that happens. I am glad they used to have a thing where you could essentially end up with less hearts than 3 with the randomizer, but they ended up having to code it out because I think it was causing problems. Or maybe they added back in, I don't remember. Thank you. Man, fuck off. Busy. You didn't even drop anything good. You suck. Eh, we got pants. Fuck yeah. Da-na-na-na-na. Bom, 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 bom. Oh, you actually made it out, huh? He threw a rock, I threw the stick, and they fucking just collided. Did it randomize a fixed sword? No, they're all... I mean, you can randomly get a pristine weapon, absolutely. You can definitely... You can get anything randomized. Like I said before, the randomizer giveth and the randomizer taketh. Now, there's a lot of cool things that the randomizer does, though, that makes the play different, right? So, like, when you see, like, rocky areas, it's really good to break that shit because they have a small chance of giving you, generally, like, some sort of drop, right? But with the randomizer, they have a very high chance of just giving you anything. So you can randomly get anything, so it's a great place to, like, farm materials. Or, like, Koroks are actually useful in this because they don't just give you a Korok seed, they'll give you some random other fucking thing, too, on top of giving you a Korok seed. Sometimes they give you multiple Korok seeds, which is kind of cool because then you don't have to get as many. Addison is very useful because instead of him giving you 3 random pieces of crap, he might like Addison has given me at one point. Addison gave me when I helped him with one of his signs. He gave me the Master Sword, he gave me a Hylian Shield, and then he gave me I think the Minoru Sage. So like it's really interesting the different strategies you could do in this because like there's better things to do than just hitting up chests because there's things that will give you multiple items and they're random. So like it's better to sometimes just do that shit. Oh, looky, Zelda? Yeah, I felt like playing I haven't played the new randomizer. Well, the new version of the randomizer yet, so I really wanted to check it out. So far, it seems less chaotic. Hey, GeoGamer, what's up, man? You thought the explanation for Breath and Tears was as it was in the timelines converged since it's so far in the future, which you also kind of thought was BS. That was the original explanation, and then they walked back on it at some convention thing they did like a year ago or something in Australia. And they were like, oh yeah, it is its own section of the timeline. And it's just like, what? Like, what? What do you mean it's its own section of the timeline? Like, that doesn't make sense. Well, yeah, it's a 4th branch. And it's like, what? Don't do... It's not... It's like... The funny thing, like, to me was, like, this game was kind of like, hey, we're rewriting a little bit. We're rewriting Ocarina of Time. And I thought that basically they were going to be like that the other stuff was like the legends. And then this is, we're finding out like the true timeline, like the true events of the past kind of shit. And they're going to rewrite that so that they don't have to deal with the broken timeline anymore. And then instead they just broke the timeline even fucking more. And it's like, God damn it, Nintendo. How can you be so freaking dumb? Like that's the second out, the easy out that they have just basically dodged. Because like if you think about it, the first easy out that they could have done to explain the timeline and shut up like crazy Zelda fans like me that are always trying to dissect the timeline is they could have made Hyrule Warriors canon. Because in Hyrule Warriors, Sia basically like merges all the timelines in her attempt to bring Ganondorf back to life. So it's like she does all the work for Nintendo, but Nintendo's like, nah, man, that ain't canon. And it's like, oh, okay. then what are we doing? Yeah, no, we'll figure it out. But no, it's that obvious answer that would answer all these issues. Yeah, it's not canon. Oh, okay. Oops. No, give me my $1 back, you son of a bitch! Zelda and Mario are the only things keeping Nintendo alive. I mean, their original IP is the only thing keeping them alive, absolutely. You know, Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, Metroid, Smash, all that stuff. Like, all that nostalgic shit, that's definitely what keeps Nintendo alive. But, like, the thing I don't get is why not go the way of Sega, right? Like consoles generally, like when you're looking at like gaming companies, consoles are generally money sinks for the gaming companies. Fuck yeah. They're generally money sinks, but it's just a way to get people to buy the games. They make their money on the back end by selling the games, right? And the consoles are generally, like look at like Sony with like the PS5 launch, right? They were losing money on the original PS5s to the point that like the day one PS5s, like natural spec wise, are better than the regular PS5s, but the PS5 Pros are obviously better, but I mean that's an extra $200. But like they lose money on that shit. They lose money on those consoles. So why? Why not just go, hey, you know what? We're not going to make any more consoles, but we're going to keep making games, and we've now opened up the licensing of our games to Microsoft, to Sony, to whoever else wants to do it, to Apple, whatever, and they can have the rights to sell our games, and we get a cut, and now we don't have to do as much work, and then, like, I don't get it. It would be the smarter move, in my opinion. Yeah, but what do I know? I'm just some jerk on the internet that plays video games. Trout. Yeah, whatever. I'm really hoping that I find some... Oh, is it raining? Okay. I should be fine. Ah, it should be fine. It'll be fine. Thank God I have Ultra Hand early. Dude, early Ultra Hand is so clutch. Supposedly it's supposed to be backwards compatible. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to play most games backward compatible, including cartridges on the Switch 2. My guess would be the ones that aren't going to be backward compatible are going to be the ones like the Labo or whatever that have like the unique accessories for the Switch. Like shit like that. Although I did find out that my Zelda Pro controller will work with the new Switch, so I don't need to get a new Pro controller right off the bat, and I'm not really going to be ever using that fucking chat function. Ooh, the music's randomized too. My hearts will be automatically refilled for the next 12 minutes. Oh, fuck yeah. So we can just go aggro. As long as I don't get fully KO'd, I will be fine. That's dope. Sunky. Ah, I messed up my jump. That's okay. Is this like a modded version? Yeah, we're playing a Waiku Terror randomizer, and we've got on an optimizer that makes it look nice too. Fuck yeah. See, that's why we just kill random shit, okay? Because like then we get something dope like that. Frick you. Oh, Corbett is always welcome. I've known Corbett a long time. I've known Corbett a very long time. Give me your schmate! Or a black Boko horn. That's actually kind of useful. Oh yeah, I still got it. I'm curious to see if Claire Obscure has messed up my parry timing or not for this. Here, I need to borrow this. Thank you!
Thank you!
No, thank you! Oh yeah, those don't kill him in one shot. We gotta go get the Kuruk. Uh-oh. Yo, shit! Alright, I got a stretch, a hydrate, and a hair flip. What's up, Colt Slaw? How's it going, dude? Which mod is this? The Waiku Teru Randomizer. And the Tears of the Kingdom Optimizer, that make it look so pretty. You never finished this game because you lost your Switch in a breakup? Oh, like your ex... Did your ex steal your Switch, dude? Thank you for the hair flip, by the way, Frank. Appreciate. I'll leave the hat off. Frank flexing those points. Hey, Frank's a lurker, man. Kelby, thank you for the heart me, by the way. But yeah, Ozzy, thank you for the follow on TikTok. But yeah, guys, again, over on TikTok, I'm so sorry I haven't been streaming as much on TikTok. I really am. It hasn't been by choice. Well, it was by choice, but I didn't have a choice. If that makes sense. Because, like, the last 2 games I tried to stream on TikTok, Oblivion and Claire Obscure, TikTok Studio, when I tried streaming, would just cause my Twitch stream to bog out so fucking bad that, like, I couldn't do both. And I was at the point where I was wondering, I'm like, is this something that they're doing on purpose? Like, did they code that shit in there to try to bog out anybody else that's streaming somewhere else like that? Like, I was like, what the fuck? But, like, I was like, okay, we're gonna give it a shot now with this, because I know I was able to stream this before. And I was like, since I was able to stream this before, if I suddenly can't stream this on TikTok and Twitch, then I know something's up. You know what I mean? But luckily, we're able to do it. And thank you for the hydrate, Corbin. Imagine being so good at this that you've made it harder. You struggle with all the stuff, all the fancy stuff. I mean, I used to do a lot of like Souls challenge runs and shit, and then I love Zelda games, as you can tell, like by my name and the random bullshit I got behind me on the shelves and stuff like that. Like, I love Zelda games, and Zelda games have always been kind of relaxing for me. But I like the, you know, third-person RPG style of this, so at some point I was like, you know, I want to make it a little tougher because I've played it so many times, and but I want to keep being able to play it since Nintendo takes so damn long between new Zelda releases. But this is just more for funsies. The difficulty mods for this are like things like, damn, dude, die. Difficulty mods for this are things like challenge mode, Dark Army Resurrection, shit like that. Those will make the game way harder. Like, they'll change up combat, they'll change up how weapons damage works, they'll change up how much damage enemies do. There's a lot of crazy shit that people have made. The randomizer just kind of like, you know, makes random crazy shit happen sometimes. Alright, so those are those guys over there. And we gotta come over this way. You got 314k. Damn. Grab all the stamina food. Oh, I can go with him down there. Cool. All right, cool. So let's swing over and grab that shit first. I couldn't remember. The bear's trying to get the birds. That's kind of funny. Don't run me over. No, you know what's really funny, though? I still have the fucking boss music from Simon stuck in my head. Oh, shit. Ow, you jerk! There we go. Hey, happy Sunday, Risky Shrimp. You still have Renoir's theme forever playing yours? Renoir's theme's good, but I gotta admit, the Simon's theme is better. It's called We Lost. I'm like, damn, dude. You make me feel worse by getting my shit rocked by that dude. But I mean, mind you, I did decide to do it in the worst way for me possible, which is parry him instead of just cheese him by like nuking him with my L or some shit. Ooh, fuck yeah. Another Swarid. I have to keep some sticks just in case. Otherwise, if it's suddenly like a lightning storm, I'm fucked. I won't have any weapons. Cool. You had to drop over to Twitch side to drop your Prime sub? Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much. How's it going, Rado? Pooch! Come here. Come here, you! Where are you thinking? Come here, you! Don't you run from me! Don't you run from my love! Yeah, it's a good bear. Yeah, who's your, look at Yogi, he's such a good boy. Alright, Yogi, get moving. If not friend, why friend shaped? Exactly. Now, like, the cool thing is now he'll just run away. So, like, if you don't want to kill the bear, you don't have to. If I feed him enough shit, will he just randomly find me a fucking... Will he just randomly find me a freaking, chest? Nintendo said just because Wind Waker's on the GameCube library doesn't mean the HD won't be coming. Oh, the HD's definitely going to be coming. Wind Waker, but like if you think about it, like Wind Waker is one of the big selling points for the digital GameCube. So that's why he's not going to give me anything, is he? Yeah, he can eat meat too. They can eat anything that's food. I'm just trying to see if I can get him to just reveal a random chest. Away from it's for science, you know. I've never seen a dog away from a place like that, like a stable. Hey, what's up, Caleb? How's it going? You ever see me on live here anymore? I haven't been live on TikTok in like a week or two because I was playing Clair Obscur and TikTok Studio was not playing nice and wouldn't let me play Clair Obscur for TikTok and on Twitch. Like, it was crazy. It just kept fucking up my other streams, so I had to stop streaming on TikTok for a while. Yeah, he's not going to give me anything. He's just going to keep eating the apples. You better do something or that's your last apple, dog. Oh, well. Or is it you have to give him food 3 separate times and you're supposed to give him 1, 1, and 1? Nope. Nope, he's just gonna eat all my apples like a jerk. That's fine. You apple stealing jerk! We had to know. Yeah, he should have done it by now, exactly. You've never gotten the dogs to do that? Yeah, if you're near a stable and you feed them. I had to remind myself that I'm not playing fucking Breath of the Wild right now. I was like, right? I was like, Tim, you're not playing Breath. Not my bright cap. Oh no. Is this my first playthrough? No, 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 no. 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 To be honest, I don't know how many times I played through this game at this point. We're doing a randomized playthrough right now. We're doing a Waikutera randomizer, which is why there's like that dog right there that's not supposed to be there, or that bear that we just saw up there. The fact that I have a set. Can we get the horse over there? Can we get a horse over there? All right, give me some shit. Reunited like... Yo, McLovin with the 1 year! McLovin, thank you for the year of support. Dude, thank you, bro. Thank you. Ooh, oh, nice! That's like one of the best fabrics. That is like one of the best stock fabrics, in my opinion. Probably the most slept on fabric, too. Honestly. And one of the easiest ones to get your hands on. If you want to get that fabric, all you have to do is get a picture of a blue choo-choo and give it to the dude, the creepy dude at the dye shop, at the Kochi dye shop in Hateno. And he'll have you start a quest for him where you got to go take pictures of monsters and bring him back. Oh, and other things too, but mostly monsters. And then when you bring him back, he'll make you a sailcloth fabric. And the Stalnox one is super cool because it has 2 different forms. During the day, it just looks like the image on it is just a pile of bones. And at night, it's the Stalnox standing and it glows in the dark and it's really fucking cool. All right, so how are we going to do this? What if we do this, right? And then we do this. Okay. And then oh, what? The fuck was that? No, okay. Well, then shit. Yeah, fuck you, horse! New selection of monsters. Oh, so they just do random oh, okay. New special events over. So, like, they just have random monsters everywhere instead of just, like, shitloads of Gleoks and shitloads of Lionels, which that's kind of cool. So, wait, so let me see. Oh, I don't have the fucking Puripad yet. Haha! Get wrecked. Ooh. Thank you. Wait, what sees me? Oh, shit! That was almost bad. Give me that. What is chasing me now? I think it drowned. Oh, I gotta be careful. A Whisborough right now is bad news bears for me. Whew. This might be a noob question, but what is a randomizer? So that's not a noob question. Not everybody knows what a randomizer is. So what the randomizer does well, like a normal randomizer just like will like switch up chests and things like that and item locations. So like if you're playing like say a randomizer of Ocarina of Time, for example, the goal of that randomizer is to get all the items, but you're not going to find the items in the normal way that you find them. They can end up in a chest or wherever, and so you kind of got to look around for them, and then once you find all the stuff, then you're done. In this case, since I mean like Breath and Tears are a little different from the traditional Zelda games, we have the Waikutera randomizer, which still randomizes chests and stuff like that, but what I have going on is, here, let me get to where it's safe for me. And I'll show you what I mean. Because what I'm doing is I'm doing a, it's not called quests, it's, let me run it here, I'll show you. Because I have the weird question mark item in my inventory, which doesn't do anything other than let me activate the menu. So I'm going to save real quick just in case it crashes. If he doesn't give me Fuse, we'll be okay because we have Ultra Hand. Yeah, goals mode, thank you. So, like, I'm in goals mode. So the game gave me 15 random goals, and I have to complete those goals before I'm able to go and fight Ganondorf. So, like, for example, some of the goals are go to find certain light roots, go find certain shrines. One of them I have is I have to complete Robbie's fucking Traveler Medallion quest, which means I have to get all of the the Sheikah towers. Oh, we did get Fuse. Okay. I also have to defeat a armored Goma in the depths, so not in the Fire Temple. I don't know if it'll... And Fire Temple might count because it's in the depths. I don't know. So I might be okay there. I might have to go do the entire Fire Temple and then go and find an extra armored Goma down in the depths after you unlock it. So, like, there's certain things that I have to do before I can go and complete the game. And while that's going on, all sorts of random events are happening too. I'd show you the random events, but I can't because I haven't got the Purapad yet because I didn't get the Purapad when I was supposed to. I might get it outside after I'm done in here, maybe. But like... So like, with goal mode, I can check goals, I can configure them and add stuff to my goals, and then see how many I have left, shit like that. There's also a randomizer shop that I can use to buy certain items with rupees. Key items, armor pieces, weapons, and materials. Generally, I think it's used if you're, like, stuck somewhere and you're like, fuck, I can't find this one thing that I need. But, like, as you can see, some of them are pretty pricey. Like, if I want to get a random piece of armor, I can, but it's going to cost me $750. And I try to avoid using the store as much as possible because I feel like the store is kind of cheating. A little bit. Do 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 do. You know, let's break one of these two. Do ba 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 da ba boop. Ah, you jerk! Mm-hmm. How did I like Expedition 33? Oh, it was a fucking it was a masterpiece. It was such a good game. The one thing that confused me, though, that I was kind of surprised about, because, like, I went and did all the extra stuff before going into the endgame area. Because I was like, I probably am supposed to do this, right? I'm like, let me go do all these things first before we get to endgame. Like, I fought Simon, I did all the secret stuff, all that shit. By the time I got to endgame, for, like, the last fight, I was so OP. I just, like, dog-walked everything, and it was kind of, like, kind of anticlimactic, to be honest, because I was, like, I was so much stronger than everything, including the boss. And I was, like, level 91 or 92 or something like that. And I didn't even grind anything. I just went around and, like, played. That was the only thing I was kind of like, huh, like, why would they do that? Like, why wouldn't they make those things? Man, fuck off. Ah, you jerk. But I mean, like, other than that, game was fucking amazing. Definitely worth a playthrough, especially if you're into games like Final Fantasy and shit like that. If you're into those kinds of games, it's fucking worth it. Ooh, I gotta go. Hey! The horse is whooping his ass. Sorry. Boulder hammer. Fuck yeah, give me that. Fuck that. Give me that. Oh yeah, I still gotta do that shit. So that's cool. Now enemies before weren't randomly spawning into the shrines, and now they are, which is kind of cool. I should probably eat something. Do I have anything cooked?
Thank you!
Perfect. Perfect. Yo, Sacred, thank you for the follow, dude. Have we talked about Switch 2 here? Yeah, I already had somebody ask me how I feel about the Switch 2. They were like, how do you feel about the Switch 2 EULA? And I was like, no different than I feel about the Sony or the Xbox EULA, which is the same thing and has been for ever. In fact, Switch, that was already part of Switch's EULA before that too, about bricking consoles, because I knew that back when I modded my original Switch. I think people are looking for one particular company to be mad at because they don't want to be mad at all the other companies, when the fact of the matter is it's what they're all doing. And people are mad for the wrong reasons. Like, go ahead and be mad at Nintendo, but don't be mad at Nintendo and then not be mad at Sony or Microsoft for doing the same shit. It's silly and disingenuous. Hey, what's up, Strawberry? How you doing? Oops. Oh. Get up there. Do I hear another horse? Where is it? Is it on the other side? There's stuff on the other side. Frick. Bum 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 bum. But yeah, that's my stance on the Switch 2. Like, if you're not mad about Microsoft doing the same thing, you're not mad about Sony doing all that shit, then why the fuck are you mad at Nintendo? You doing your first playthrough of Coffee Talk episode 2? I heard somebody somebody else got that game and said they were gonna play it. Yeah, but I mean, and the other thing with the Nintendo EULA is the only people that have to worry about getting their shit bricked is people that's modding their shit. So just, if you don't want your Switch 2 to get bricked, don't mod it. If you desperately want to mod your Switch 2, buy 2. Mod 1, have a separate account that's not linked to your main Nintendo account with a bullshit email, so that if Nintendo catches it and turns you into a paperweight, you still have your regular Switch in your regular account. Or just don't do it. And there's a third method, but for legal purposes, we do not condone that on this channel. hate the rich. Excuse me. I had something in my throat. But I mean, like, here's the real take, at least, and what it's been like for me anyways. Like, fuck all, like, right now, like, the main games that we're gonna be seeing that are gonna be like $80, the main things that we're gonna, and I'm not just talking like about Nintendo, I mean like across the board, because Microsoft's gonna be doing $80 games. I guarantee you Sony's gonna be doing $80 games. I can't believe Microsoft is jacking up the price of their 5-year-old console $100. That's kind of crazy to me. And that's probably gonna fuck their sales up real bad. But whatever. Shit, I lost my train of thought where I was going with that. Oh, AAA games are going to be the ones that are really going to be all those costs. But, like, fuck them. Indie games have been doing better. Like, Claire Obscure, prime example. That game's $50. They could have easily charged $60 for that game. Nobody would have said a fucking word. Hell, they could have probably gotten away with $70. There might have been some griping about $70, but honestly, I got 60 hours out of that game. It was really fun. It wasn't even doing the best for me stream-wise, and I didn't even give a fuck. That's how much fun I was having playing it. Like, Zelda streams in general always will do better for me until I manage to, you know, get people to watch other content that I do as well, which is fine. It's a process, you know. Everybody has a favorite of something that you do, and it's hard to get them to want to check out your other shit sometimes. It is what it is. But, what the Yo, the Lord of the Mountain? Can we ride him in this? Or is he just gonna stand there? Yeah, he just stands there. So the horses just stand there. Wait, where did you come from? Interesting. Huh. It's kind of funny, though. Mm-hmm. A Zora longsword, huh? Oh yeah, Royal Bow, let's go. Royal Bow, let's go. Give me that. Now we can do some fucking damage. Should I grab the Gerudo two-hander? No! Alright, let's grab this. We'll cook some food. Are we 100%ing this? Fuck no, I've already 100%ed this game twice. No. And if you guys ask me how much will it take for you to 100% this game a third time, I will put a number out there so absurd you'll probably unfollow me. You greedy son of a bitch! That's how bad I don't want to do it. I've already 100%ed this game twice. I don't need to do it a third time. I do not need a three-peat. No, thank you. It's just like... Because, like, I don't mind, like, half the shit with 100%ing this game, I don't mind, right? I don't mind having to get the Koroks. It's not that bad, actually, compared to some of the other things. I don't mind having to do the quests. I don't mind any of that shit. It's the named fucking locations. Because there's always one you miss. There's nothing that you can use to reference that shit, and you have to basically just sit there and trial and error and look at the map and shit until you finally figure out which one you're missing. And it's just like... frick, dude. $20,000 US. If $20,000 US hits my Cash App, I will 100% this game again. Yes. Yeah, I will up 20 grand, sure. Put the money in my hand and then I will do it.
Thank you.
Yeah, the name locations, Chessmaster Chris. The Korok seeds aren't that bad, honestly. They're not that bad because like there's charts, there's interactive maps, there's all sorts of things for the Korok seeds because people hate the Korok seeds so much. It's good for people on the internet to make those references because it's a great way to get traffic and get ad revenue. Named locations, on the other hand, nobody's really like the one that saved me last time when I couldn't figure out where the fuck the last named location that I couldn't find was. Korth had a freaking document. It was a Google Sheets document, like an Excel spreadsheet that listed literally every named location by location, and I went through manually, and I went, and then I checked my map, and I was like, and then I checked my map and went back and forth like that until I was like, I'm missing this one. Dear Lord, I'm missing this one. And the worst part was it was a place that I'd been to, but I just didn't do what I needed to do to activate the map. Tim says that now and just wait till he gets a maid outfit in the mail. Yeah, I'm good on. You guys don't want to see me dressed up in a maid outfit. Trust me. I don't even think Zilly wants to see that. No, I'm sure they would actually probably like to see that. You want to see the chair in a maid outfit? That would be fucking hilarious, actually. That would be pretty fucking funny. Oh, God, not that bow. Ah, shit. Ooh, opal. Wait, do I have a... I don't. When did I get wet? Yeah, whatever. The random horses everywhere is so funny. Oh, that's right. This bow's weak as shit. Go on, get! The random horses are cracking you up? Yeah, they're kind of funny. They're just standing there. I can't even fucking interact with them, though. That's kind of shitty. Like, I wish I could hop on them and ride them in places that I'm not supposed to be riding horses to begin with. Like, that'd be funny. Which is probably why you can't hop on them, because, the game would probably lose its proverbial shit. Oh, shit, yeah. I ditched that piece of crap. Thank you! I love when the game's just like, here, you know what, take this. I feel like you could use this. It's like, yes, I could, thank you. That was very kind of you. Do I have rubies? Oh, no, I know, I got cold pants on. Fuck yeah. Did I get banned? No, I did not get banned. I was having issues with TikTok Studio. So basically, it started when I tried playing. It started when I started streaming Oblivion. I started streaming Oblivion, and TikTok Studio was causing my OBS program to go on the fritz, and then my Twitch stream would lag into complete Oblivion. And pun intended, but it would just lag to complete shit. And it would only go back to normal when I turned off TikTok Studio. So then I was like, shit, all right, well, I can't... Oh, boy, okay. It's about to get spicy! Oh, it's about to get spicy. Moldugas, Hinoxes, and Lionels can now spawn everywhere. Oh, boy. Oh, I don't have any batteries, do I? What do I have? If I have the A, does that mean that I have... I don't have a para pad yet. Okay. Did you read that right? Did you read what right? Hup. Brr. Special event has been triggered. Lucky, you got an inventory slot. Frick yeah! Oh, that's a Hinox. Where? Where? Is he up on the hill? I'm a fucking unicorn! Oh shit. Oh, that's right. I gotta go switch those out real quick. He's a motherfucking unicorn, dude. All right, sorry about that. I forgot I had to throw some lingerie into the excuse me, into the dryer. Oh hell yeah, give me that. But yeah, no, TikTok Studio wasn't fucking playing nice with my other shit, and so then I couldn't. And then when I tried Clear Obscure, oh, what's up, homie? Clear Obscure did the same thing, so it was finally, I was just like, all right, well, fuck it. All right, motherfucker, let's go. What do we got? Wait, why didn't I parry? Son of a bitch, you were supposed to parry! Let's try this again. Welcome back.
Hello, thank you. How's it going?
Good.
Hi, everybody. Bed's Steven. Put more litter in the cat box, and I got the veggies, so I'm gonna go out on the deck and start potting them.
Okay.
You need anything before I'm unreachable?
No, not that I can think of.
Not that I'm unreachable, but you know.
I know what you mean. Yeah, no.
Hey, everybody.
I mean, I don't have batteries yet, but I almost have 3 stamina wheels, so... Damn, that sucked. There's the answer to the parry timing question? Yeah. You love them? They're so nice? Yeah, my wife is the nicest. They are a sweetheart. Bum, bum, bum. Yo, what's up, Ortegoy? How's it going? Hey, what's up, Cozy Casey? Yeah, how have you been? Yeah, I've been having issues streaming on TikTok, so I haven't been able to stream on TikTok. But now that I'm playing, I played this today as kind of a test to see, like, okay, can I still stream on TikTok, or am I completely boned? And at least this still works. The other stuff, it was just bogging out so bad, I wasn't able to really do anything. Which friggin' sucked. Alright, let's cook some shit. TikTok streams can't handle compared to Twitch. I mean, it like I've said it a million times. If you're looking for, if like on the phone, TikTok app's better than the Twitch app on the phone, 100%. But like if you're on your computer or a web browser, like the Twitch app is way better. Like Twitch is better on a web browser than TikTok, and vice versa. Gotta make some noms. So I have that for when it gets hot. Okay. Stamina food. Just singles. You guys, thank you for the 4K tappies over on TikTok too, man. Thank you. Big preach, guys. You're not sure if gifting is still worth anything on this app? So the thing with gifting, and I keep seeing videos of people talking about gifting and they've got it wrong, right? So the thing that TikTok does is first they charge you up front, right? So like I think a coin is like 1.4 cents per coin, right? So technically, and to you guys, the coin is worth a cent. So TikTok's already taking 0.4 cents off the top end as their cut for that. Then on top of that, and that's if you're not doing it in your phone app, because if you're doing it in your phone app, they're charging you even more per coin because that's covering the cost of what they get charged by the phone app providers like the Google Play Store, Apple Store, shit like that. But so like let's use a rose for example, or a heart me. A heart me is worth 1 coin. When you give a heart me to a creator, the creator does not get a coin, they get a diamond. And a diamond is not worth 1 cent. A diamond is worth 1/2 of a cent. So TikTok takes half of all the gifts that you give to somebody. So like, for example, a galaxy is 1,000 coins. Before tax, anything else, TikTok's taking half of that. So they're taking 500 coins, wiping them away, because they're giving you 1,000 diamonds, and a diamond is worth half of a coin. Now, like on Twitch, for example, Twitch doesn't have gifts, right? So they don't have these big animations. It's bits, and bits are a 1-to-1. 1 bit is worth 1 cent for the creator, and 1-to-1, 1 bit is worth 1 cent to the person that's gifting it to the creator. And Twitch just takes that front end where it's like, yeah, you buy 100 bits, but I'm going to charge you $1 and some change for your 100 bits, and then they keep the and some change. So TikTok's kind of greedy with that shit, with the taking the half of the gifts. But I mean, some people get so many fucking gifts it doesn't matter. Like, it's like, yeah, would they have even more money if TikTok wasn't taking half of it? Yeah, but some people make shitloads of money on TikTok. Do really well for themselves. Can I make a pizza? No, I don't have any tomatoes. I think we're good for food, right? Wait, do I have any? Oh, wait, I need elemental food. So I don't need cold because I have... You know what? No, I might need cold just to be safe. If the temperature goes crazy, but I need cooling food, and I don't have any cooling food, which is worrying me. But I do have the sapphire, so we can deal with that. Yeah, okay. So that's our only option if it gets too hot is to use the sapphire. All right, bet. TikTok gave you $1 to get off their platform? What? So maybe a larger gift is worth it on TikTok. So like I said, like, it depends on how you look at it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the one thing TikTok got right, because they try to say like, oh yeah, you know, if you get a lot of gifts on TikTok, then, you know, once the algorithm finds out, the algorithm will send more people your way. And it doesn't really do that. We've tested it. It doesn't really do that. But I feel like with the way that GIFs are, because they're like the big flashy animation, I think people are more... They're more... It's more enticing for them to gift on TikTok like that, because they get to see the big reaction out of the streamer when the streamer sees, you know, the whole screen stop for a second and the big loud lion roar, or the fucking the TikTok universe or the galaxy or whatever, you know what I mean? Like you see it on my, like I see them on my screen when you guys put them up. So, like, it entices people to gift more, and I think that's really why TikTok's able to get away with it, because, like, if people weren't really gifting that much and they were taking all that, people wouldn't be on TikTok. But I also don't think a lot of people realize that TikTok's doing that on that end, too, because, like, every time I mention it, people are like, wait, what? And it's like, yeah, man, that's how it's always been. You didn't know that? Like, you didn't think it was weird that, like, you got gifted hundreds of thousands of diamonds worth of shit, but, like, it's really, like, half of what you thought the value was? They get, like, $2 for a galaxy. So the content creator, like, the galaxies cost $10. The content creator gets $5. But when you break down the math of it, TikTok gets... Like, well, I broke down the math of it a while ago, and essentially what it breaks down to is, for every coin given, TikTok gets 0.9 cents, and the creator gets half of a cent, because they collect money on the front end and they collect money on the back end. Now, it costs in certain situations, it costs TikTok money for that shit too, because they're running through the app stores and all that other stuff, and they have to pay out the app stores. But, like, that increase happens. Like, that's, like, if you're buying coins on TikTok on your app compared to buying them on your web browser, there will be a difference in price for the same amount of coins. Because they ain't going to cover that cost. They're going to make you cover that cost. And it's not just TikTok that does that. That's Twitch, Facebook Gaming, if they have a gaming app, YouTube app. Like, anytime you're buying any of that shit... You know what I mean? So, like, that's what it boils down to. Like, yeah, it sucks that they're taking as much as they do, but you're still able to earn on there, which is, you know, more than what a lot of people can say. So it's just kind of like one of those things. You know, it is what it is, even though, like, I feel like it would be better for TikTok, especially for their image, if they didn't take as much from the creators. Like, could you imagine if they didn't take half of that shit up front from the creators, how ravenous the creators would be on TikTok to represent TikTok?
Yeah.
But that's also why TikTok pushes for those TikTok battles and all that shit, because they want people to, because the more gifts people give, the more money they make, and they make shitloads of money off of that. Which, I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong. It is what it is, you know what I mean? I'm back playing Zelda? Yeah, I'm doing a randomizer. I felt like playing the randomizer today. We're doing a thing on Twitch right now, where if I hit my Twitch sub goal, I will be doing night streams for the entirety of next week, Monday through Sunday, streaming evening streams, and we'll be doing a horror game picked out by the community. He's gonna be dope. We have like 60 subs left on Twitch to hit for the day. And then, because today's the last day for the goal. And we'll see. If they hit it, it'll be dope. If they don't, then we'll come up with another goal. Either way, it'll be dope. Nice. Give me all this shit. Fucking go around me. Horror game? Hey, morning, Patty. What's up, Achilles? Good morning. How many subs am I? I think I'm within like 60 subs on Twitch. Maybe less. I haven't seen what the number is. People have been doing the regular subs. I missed. Of course you cover your eye right away. Damn it. There we go. You don't object to them making money, but you do object to them not being clear about it? Oh, yeah. I've brought it up before, too. I've been like, hey, man, this is kind of fucked. And... yeah. Yeah, because most creators I talk to, they don't realize that that's the case a lot of the time. Yeah, whatever. I've never seen you before. Blah, 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 blah. Man, just fucking talk to me. Oh, I don't have the energy for it. Oh, that's okay. I forgot. I don't have the energy cells yet. Here we are. Why is my controller rumbling slightly? Oh, frick. How am I gonna get... So I don't even think the rockets will work without the batteries. I might have to come back if I want the Korok, or I could just say screw it and ignore the Korok. I'll have to skip the Korok because I don't have the batteries. Don't have the batteries, but there is a chest up here. What's my favorite horror game? I don't know if I have a favorite, but like, let's see, like my favorite Resident Evil is 7. Resident Evil 7 I thought was fucking awesome. Madison is on that list. That game is fucking terrifying. What else? Soma was a freaking mindfuck. That game was awesome. I haven't finished the Outlast games. I need to finish those at some point. Big fan of Dead Space, although it's not as horror as some of the other horror games, but like it's still good. Still big fan. Who am I? I think the game is confused. I think the game's confused. That's fine. A lot of Lionel sabers. Sled, flame shield. Let me grab all these. From we gotta go around doing frickin' light roots. Alright, cool. It's just gonna keep playing that fucking music, isn't it? Like, I killed him. Not my apple. You're welcome. Thanks for the Sunday stream? Of course. Of course. I wanted to give you guys a chance to be able to hit the goal. So there are, I think it's 60, I think we're at 61 subs away from the goal. Is what I thought I saw it say. No! Link's not a unicorn anymore. Is it still trying to say that I'm fighting somebody? I wonder. Of course I missed. Bum 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 bum. There we go. Ooh, the barbarian pants. Oh, tomato, we can make pizza. Yo, Stinky Skater. Thank you for the follow. Sweet. Alright, I think the game finally doesn't think I'm trying to fight anymore, which that's good. Give me something good. I think I need a star fragment, actually. I think I need a star fragment for... Lucky, being blessed with a precious treasure for the next 5 minutes? What? What? I don't even know what that means! I hear him stomping, but I don't see him. I think he spawned in the fucking dirt, maybe? That's kind of funny. Ooh, piece candy. Hinox toenail. Boys. You finished watching the end of Claire Obscure? Oh my god, my heart. Yeah. It was a fucking tearjerker, man. Did you watch both? I did both endings. Yeah, I got barbarian pants. I'm not gonna put them on now yet, though. Otherwise, I'll be chilly. Don't want to be chilly. I can't wait till I get the Puripad so I can start freaking checking what's active and what isn't. Oh, he just rolled off the fucking cliff. Strong construct bow. Oh, whatever that was, it's gone. Alright. Oop. Piece of candy. Ooh. I'll take that. Because if I randomly get a... What? Who's trying to fucking fight me? I don't see him! Ooh, we got that curry. Let's go. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum. At least nothing's on fire. Hello. Hey, what's up, Jinx? I'm guessing I'm probably not right on that one, but I'm sorry. I took a stab at it. Is it JXNXS? This game is one of your favorites? Nice. Hell yeah. I do love this game too. Yo, thank you for the follow, dude. Big appreciate. And what do you want me to refer to you as? I want to make sure I say your name right. Da-na-na-na-na-na. The only downfall of the randomizer is they sometimes don't drop chests, and it's like, man, you know, it would be nice if you... Tough Porgy Munier, huh? World time changed again? Okay. Oh my god. I have no idea where the freaking Hinox is, but it's kind of pissing me off. As I bet it won't let me cook. Ooh, piece of candy.
Yep.
A 5-time Zorabo? What? Yeah, I'll take that. That's probably gonna shoot like freaking a hot mess, isn't it? Yeah, it probably is. All right, let's ask some questions. Hey. Okay. Wait, did another chest just drop?
Yep.
Fuck yeah. Oh, what the... Wait, where'd the other log go? There we go. Let's put this like this. Ooh, thank you for the hydrate. A half-heart omelet? Man. Get the fuck out of here. Bum, 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 bum. Pizza. You bet it spawned in the mountain? Probably. What's up, Jack? How you doing? Pizza. Special events over? Oh, whatever. That was pretty dope. I just kept randomly dropping chests. Uppies! You doing good? Nice. Too bad you can't add other toppings to the pizza. Yeah, I think you could put meat on it. I think it's just meat. Oopsie. Ooh, more guts. Give me that. Give me that money. Really nice guy you follow. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I try to be nice.
Thank you!
What mod? The Waikutero Randomizer and the Tiers Optimizer for making it look nicer. But mostly the Waikutero Randomizer is what you're seeing. We're doing the version 1.2.0 because 1.2.2 is giving me some shit. Pardon me. All right, maybe he'll give me the Purapad or he'll give me the batteries. Please. He's gonna give me rewind. He might give me rewind, maybe. How are Zilly and I doing? We're doing good. Zilly, I think, is plotting out garden stuff right now. Which normally I'd be helping them, but I'm doing today's stream for you guys so that you guys have a chance to hit the sub goal. To earn the evening horror streams. We get some spooky evenings going. Yo, Raw, thank you for the follow. Yeah, this is modded. This is modded. Just, we're doing the Waikutero Randomizer, and we're doing the Tiers Optimizer to make it look crispy. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do what? Do I have a playlist in mind for the spooky games? I'm letting you guys pick whatever spooky game you want. It could be one that I have and I've played before. It can be a new one. Basically, it'll be up to the collective decision of you guys at the end of the day. What do you mean it's cold? I got cold pants on, man. Shut up. Seriously? It's a good thing I made this. Ooh. You're partial to the Fatal Frame series? Oh, nice. No, over here. There you go. Bum, bum, bum. Oop. That should do it. You like the first Outlast, but you haven't seen the second one? I have both of those. I have like that. I have Soma. I have Dead Space. I have the old Dead Space and the new Dead Space. Ooh, camera. We ready for the selfies? We're ready for the fucking Is that a Lionel? Oh, no, it's just a Liz Stalfos or whatever. Get out of here. Why did that skeleton have milk? Spooky milk. Is there a spooky game that's off limits, like you refuse to play for whatever reason? I mean, as long as it's not something that's gonna get me banned. I mean, I played fucking Visage, and that game's fucked up, man. Like, that game starts off with a dude fucking unaliving his family and then himself. Like, so yeah. As long as it's not gonna get me banned, like, you know, like there's like fucking titties and stuff like that. Like, no. Scarier the better. I like playing games that scare me. Like, I get really into it. Thoughts on the Switch 2? Maybe a Twilight Princess remake? I mean, oh, they're not going to do a Twilight Princess like remake, no. They've already got the HD remaster. I'd be surprised if they did a Twilight Princess remake. I think if we're looking at remake possibility, I think we're probably going to see like the Failed Hero timeline with remake possibilities in the same style as like Echoes and the Link's Awakening remake, because it would actually work really well on all of those games. Like, all those games would do really well in that style. We can probably expect that. We will probably see the HD remasters of Wind Waker and eventually Twilight Princess coming to the Switch 2. My guess would be we're not going to see Twilight Princess on the Switch 2 until the digital Wii comes out, which there will be a digital Wii, just like there's a digital GameCube. And because Twilight Princess came out on the Wii originally, so we'll see it on there more likely. And then they'll probably do Skyward Sword on there as well. And then my prediction is we'll see a 3D All-Stars like they did with the Mario, with Mario 64, Sunshine and Galaxy. We'll probably see that with Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword. If I were to guess, that's just me guessing. I have no information leading up to that. That's just me guessing because it's what I would do in that situation. As for thoughts on the Switch 2, like, the price increase is exactly what I was expecting. It's a new console. It might not be on par with a PS5 or an Xbox, but it is leagues beyond what a regular Switch is. So obviously you're going to charge more for it because it costs them more to make it. Do I think Mario Kart World is an $80 game? Probably not. I'm very skeptical about how you can make that into $80 worth of content, even if it's a big ass game. Like, it's still just fucking Mario Kart, but whatever. It's not the end of the world to me because gaming developers were already going to be making $80 games, and Microsoft showed that by immediately announcing theirs and jacking the price up of their old console, which that was kind of crazy to me. That was the one crazy thing to me for that. But I don't know. I think a lot of people are mad at Nintendo for the wrong reasons. Like, it's okay to be mad at Nintendo, but like, you know, you got to hold everybody accountable to the same shit. Like, earlier I had somebody come in and ask me how I feel about the EULA with Nintendo, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like, one, Nintendo's always bricked consoles if they know you're modding it and you're going online with them. Like, they've always done that. Like, I knew about that before they announced it officially on the EULA, and Microsoft's always done that too, and so has Sony. It's in their EULAs as well, and it has been since like their first gen consoles. Yeah, I mean, I think really the problem is like the games do need to raise their prices because they haven't been increasing their prices with inflation. So like, game developers are making less money because the value of the games is worth less than what they should normally be and what they've been charging. That being said, they chose the worst fucking time to decide to fucking act on that, you know? It's like, oh, everybody's extremely worried about finances because there's a lot of uncertainty right now on what's going on globally with, with economies and everything like that. So let's jack up the prices of all of our shit. It's like, fucking dumbasses. I think deep down that's why people are really mad. And they're just trying to find somebody to blame, and because Nintendo is the first one to like just openly admit that that's what they're doing, then now everybody's like big pissed. But it's like, they've all been doing that shit for years and years and years and years and years. They all have. And it's not excusing it, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I'm not surprised. Wind Waker remake would be awesome. I don't think they'll ever do like a full remake of them, right? Because like they already have the HD remasters of both Wind Waker and of Twilight Princess. They put them out on the Wii U. Like I have them on my Wii U. When I did my playthroughs of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess most recently, that's what I played. Do I have anything cold? I have that, but do I want to use that? I guess I'm using that. Okay. Don't freeze me, please. Steel is all, don't mind if I do. Alright, I'm not messing with the gacha because that'll probably crash. And I'd rather not risk it. It's dumb to have games locked behind consoles. I mean, honestly, I agree with you. Because, like, they lose money on these consoles. Like, all of them do. Sony, Microsoft, especially Sony and Microsoft. Like, Nintendo is a little more profitable on the console end because Nintendo goes cheaper, right? They go, you know, the more economical consoles, more family friendly, but also economical, right? Ow. I should have just wrote it down. But, like, that's always been Nintendo's thing. That's why Nintendo isn't chasing Sony and Microsoft in the console wars, because they don't need to, because that's not the market they're after. They're not after the hardcore gamer market. They're after people going, oh, look, Mario is cute. I can buy that and have my kids play that, and I don't have to worry about them seeing boobs or whatever, even though, if you look on the Nintendo store, they do have inappropriate games on there as well, which I find kind of ironically funny. But that's Nintendo's market, and it always has been. That's why they are able to put out consoles that are weaker, but they're also cheaper, which means Nintendo probably makes a little bit better profit on their consoles than Microsoft and Sony do. But that being said, they're still not making that much money, and just because you're guaranteeing that people are going to buy the games for that console, it doesn't mean shit, because like you could have a drastically higher game sales if you were selling your games on all platforms and you're not losing money by putting out consoles and marketing for those consoles and all the other shit you got to do for a console launch and maintaining consoles and console sales while trying to make profit, because it's really hard to make profit when you're just hemorrhaging your money into these consoles just to get people to buy your games when they could buy your games on PC or they could buy your games on the other consoles. Like Microsoft's starting to figure that out. They're like, oh yeah, here, you want to buy my games? Buy my games. Here, you can have it on the PlayStation Store. You can have it on wherever. I don't give a fuck. It's smart. Like, why limit the amount of money that you can make? Oh, but they're not buying my consoles. Who cares? Are you making that much money on the consoles? No, they're not. The most money they're making is on digital game sales by far, because you don't have to spend any money on the production of the hardware for the games, meaning like the discs or the game cartridges or whatever. So like, and they still charge the same price, which that's the thing that pisses me off the most, right? Like, if you're going to be putting out, like, if you're going to have a game key card, the game key card should be cheaper. Which I understand, like, for the most part, like, the main Nintendo games, like the Zelda games, Mario, all those games, they're not going to be key cards. They're going to be full game on the cartridge. And most of the key cards are for third-party companies, because that way they can... Because they can't fit the whole game. A lot of them can't fit the whole game on the little Nintendo cartridge. It's got a limited amount of space, and some games are fucking massive, right? Like a Call of Duty. Call of Duty is, what, around 200 gigs at this point? But, like, if you're doing the key card, and I have to use my internet, and I have to use my shit to download that game onto my console on top of everything else, you should charge a lower price. If I'm buying the game digitally off of your digital store, it should be a cheaper price. Again, because it doesn't cost you anything for that other than the upload. And it's costing me on top of that because I have to download it, and depending on some people's internet plans, that could actually, you know, if you have limited data, for example, that's a big issue. That's a big selling point issue, right? So people should be compensated for the fact that they're saving money by not having to put out physical cartridges and shit. But they don't do that. None of them do. Microsoft finally realized people would be much rather play their games rather than be stressed about which consoles to buy. Yeah, although I'm really curious to see what they're going to charge for their next console that they're claiming is less console, more computer, especially because they're raising the price of the X and the S $100 each, I think, is what I read, which is insane to me. But I think, because I was thinking about it the other day, I'm like, why are they doing that? Like, why would Microsoft raise the price of their base consoles that they've been selling all this time by $100? And, you know, the easy answer is tariffs and all this other shit. And it's like, yeah, there's probably a bit of an influence in that because I guarantee some of the parts they're getting, they're importing in because we don't produce all that here. But I think the big thing is most consoles, like if you think about it right now, like Microsoft and Sony are the ones that are on the cusp of console prices, right? They always have the highest priced consoles. They're more expensive than Nintendo's and shit like that. And now Microsoft is saying they're about to put out something that's less console, more computer. I think they're getting people ready for a big price tag on that. I wouldn't be surprised if we're looking at that thing being like $800-900. Which will be interesting because then it's like, well, what do I do? Do I get this Microsoft console or do I just go to and get like a fucking pre-built gaming PC at this point? That's like a mid to low end gaming PC. You know what I mean? $60 already hurts. 70, 80, God help us. Yeah, like I said though, it's like if you look at the game prices, games have always been between $60 and $80, $90, even back in the 90s. And I can tell you this with all certainty because I grew up in the 90s and I remember the old catalogs we used to get when you're trying to figure out what do you want to get for Christmas. You know, you get the big Sears catalog. It was like this thick, and I'd always go back to the electronics. You'd see the Super Nintendo games. You'd see Nintendo games and shit. They were always in a range, depending on the game, from like 50 to like some games I remember were $89.99 back in the day. That's Super Nintendo and N64 games, right? And that's back in the 90s when that shit like $60 back, $60 in 1990, or let's say 96, right? $60 in 96 when the N64 came out is today the equivalent of like $130 because of how much more the dollar was valued 20-something, 30 years ago. And game prices have always kind of stayed around there. And now game companies are like, all right, we're going to start charging more, which is like, okay, like fair because you've had the same prices for fucking ever. But like, one, bad timing, and two, the one thing I don't think that they realize too is like people have already been really critical about games a lot. Like think about how many games that you bought for $60 that when you played you're like pissed off about that shit, right? Now imagine if you, and I'm talking even AAA games. I bought AAA games where I'm like, what the fuck is this? Now imagine that's an $80 game and you're still going, what the fuck is this? It's gonna make it so much more worse for them. How am I supposed to get up there? It's going to make it so much more worse for them now because now that burden of proof is even bigger. Because now they got to now that's like, you better make sure that that's a fucking $80 game because you bet your ass I will be one of the first people to crawl up there and fucking chew you out because you're trying to sell me something that ain't $80. How are we going to do this? What do I have that we can... I might have to make a balloon, because I don't have rewind. We gotta get up there. This is an interesting conundrum. Shit. That water's gonna be deep, but I might be able to... I only got one shot at this. Oh wait, no, I have batteries. I have batteries. Never mind. I'm dumb. We have batteries. I forgot that I got batteries. So we don't have a glider, but we have batteries. Do I have Scooty Puff? I do! All right, cool. We can make Scooty Puff. Line you up. No, come on, line up, man. Don't give me this angled shit. That's fine. Who needs rewind? I don't need rewind. Fuck that shit. Wait, I have rewind? I thought he gave me the pad. I got it earlier. What? Did I? Did I get it earlier? You'd rather spend more money on physical games instead of all those subscriptions? I mean, I think the subscription idea is a good idea, right? I think the subscription, like the Xbox Game Pass in general, like, has really good games on there. And, like, at least for the PC, like, the PC Game Pass, I think is like $11 a month. So it's, like, cheaper than a WoW subscription, but you have access to, like, a massive amount of fucking games. Did I really have fucking rewind? I did have rewind. Fuck. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Wait, what do you mean that feature's not available yet? Sometimes you feel like they're running out of ideas, like, hey, let's make another not RPG Mario game. I mean, like, my thoughts on, like, I mean, like, I'm curious to see how the new Metroid Prime game is going to be. Because I feel like if Nintendo's smart, right, like, Mario games are always going to be Mario games. It's going to be something kind of goofy and whimsical. And then Mario's going to run around. He's going to save Peach in some crazy situation where Bowser's trying to marry her or some weird shit. And he's going to go on some, you know, there's going to be 3D adventures. Like, they're probably going to, I don't think they're going to do like a Mario Odyssey 2, but they're going to do some sort of other 3D Mario game. And the only reason I don't think they're going to be doing another Mario Odyssey is because the guys that made Donkey Kong was the team that made Mario Odyssey. And you can kind of tell because Donkey Kong kind of has like a Mario Odyssey vibe to it, which isn't a bad thing because Mario Odyssey was dope, right? But like, yeah, they're 30-year-old, they're 30, like, Zelda's, well, Mario's 40. Zelda's gonna be 40 next year. Because Zelda came out in 86. So, like, yeah, these games are all 40 years old, you know? But, like, Metroid, I'm excited for Metroid because we haven't seen a lot of shit from Metroid in a while. And it's a really good game IP. Always has been, you know? And so I'm excited to see what the new one's like. I want to play Metroid Prime Remake as well. I haven't played that. I haven't played Metroid Prime 1 in ages and I never finished it. Oh yeah, these guys can swim. These guys can swim. I remember I dropped him in the water one time and he fucking breaststroked right back. Hey, fuck off. Yeah, fun fact, Hinoxes can swim. Which is like, they're the only monster that can swim beside Lizals. You liked Metroid Dread? I need to play Dread. I kind of want to go through some backlogs of like old Nintendo games like that and play through them again. Like, as much as I'm angry with Nintendo from business standpoints, I mean, like, I'm mad at every gaming company from a business standpoint, so it's like I can't deny myself certain games that I like to play just because of that shit. But am I gonna go like hardcore in supporting them? Not until they fucking change their shit. And I'll shit talk them up and down my streams. I don't care. You got to the last boss, couldn't beat him, and gave up? Oh man. When am I gonna finish AOC? We're gonna get back to that starting tomorrow. We're gonna play AOC tomorrow during the day. This was just something I was like, I didn't want to start anything crazy, and I wanted to do something that I knew you guys would really vibe with. So, but I think we're gonna get, or maybe, I mean, hell, maybe I'll keep doing this during the day, and then we'll finish up AOC in the evenings. Well, I mean, evenings depending. My evening streams are gonna depend on how many evening streams I do, how long the evening streams I do are. And what I play in the evening stream is going to depend on, obviously, like, you know, whatever happens today. Because when I say you guys will get some hella evening streams, you guys are going to get some good evening streams, long evening streams, not like, oh, okay, here's 2 hours. Like, I always try to make sure that when I set up some sort of goal that has to do with subs or anything like that, that I give you guys the most bang for your buck. And I'm gonna get back to streaming more consistently on TikTok as well, and I need to start streaming on YouTube as well, which means I'm probably gonna have to redo Restream and resubscribe to that. I don't have enough for that. Because then that'll allow me to triple stream easiest. Because if I utilize Meld, I found this program called Meld, which lets you stream to multiple platforms from just it itself, like and it's the same as like OBS. Only problem with it is I can't do that with TikTok because TikTok doesn't give out stream keys anymore, unless you were with like I think it does if you're still with like the gaming like agencies, but I'm not with an agency. I'm just a dude, man. So I wonder when we're gonna get. I wonder how long we're gonna have to go without our glider. Because there's a chance Purah won't get me the glider. And I can't see. I think no! Uh-oh. Shoot for the water. Shoot for the water. Shoot for the water. Shoot for the water. Okay. Whew. That was almost bad. That was almost bad. I did not mean to do that. Ooh, piece of candy. Does this randomizer take things away? It does. You just got back from DC. Not much to do there. Had more fun in Virginia? Really? Hey, baby. What's up?
I don't have enough soil, so I have to go back to the store.
Oh, no.
I only bought one bag, but I thought what we had left from last year would be enough.
But it wasn't?
But it's not.
Aw.
I realized that the reason we might not have gotten much fruit last year,
Uh-huh.
as I would have liked, is because I think I put too many plants in the same pots.
So they got a little cluster fucked.
Yeah, so I need to
That's fair.
split some shit up, sorry.
Huh?
So I gotta split some shit up, sorry.
You're fine.
I'll be back though.
Okay, baby. I'm sorry you gotta go through that. That sucks.
No, it's okay, I'm fine.
I mean, it's a pain in the ass. Uh-oh. Special event has been triggered. Challenge. The world is shaking and will stay that way for 8 minutes. Oh, fuck. I hate this one. In case you're prone to motion sickness, you can avoid this event by disabling it in the miscellaneous options. I hate this one. Oh, it knocked the apples off. I was like, why are there apples on them flying everywhere? What? Where? You know what? Fine. Fine. You fucking want some? Bastard. Hey, man. Hey, quit it. Quit it. Quit it. Quit it. You did it to Cobble and you missed it? All right, 1 second. 1 second. Let me take out the trash real quick. Hold on, I gotta loot this. Gimme. Okay. Oh no, run. Okay. Yo, what's up, Sephimat? How you doing? Oh, I hate this one. Bruh. So if anybody gets motion sickness, I apologize in advance. It's gonna be doing this for the next few minutes. What's the hair flip thing? I have to flip my hair like I'm in a fucking, like a shampoo commercial. The wild.